as Bill Hoover said just a moment ago, one of the biggest games in the history of Corbin football. And Bill, I think we'll look at the season right now and look at the situation. Archie Powers here so many years. Corbin had lost 3 in a row under first-year, second-year coach Larry Cotton Adams. Understandable in the losses to Middlesbrough to start this year with Madison Central and Lexington Bryan Station before winning last week over Whitley County. Now we come to this. This could be a pivotal game. If Corbin can come out tonight against a power like Glasgow, this could reestablish their presence and their great stature in AA football.
You know, there's not anybody in the state of Kentucky that would know after tonight's game, if Corbin wins this game tonight, everybody in the state of Kentucky sit up and take notice of Corbin and know just exactly that Corbin's there and they're back because they already know who they played. They know what the schedule holds. They know what Glasgow has. Like we said earlier, Glasgow's number 4 in one ranking this week and number 3 in another ranking. The state of Kentucky, that's overall. That's not just AA or AAA, that's overall.
So Glasgow has earned their way this year. However, the medicine Corbin has taken early in the year could pay off later.
Yeah, that's true. You said earlier, you said at Richmond this year, we were talking about the schedule. Corbin can, they could happen to lose 4 games and still at the end of the year here, they could be in the playoffs for the AA state championship.
The Red Hounds have won the toss tonight, elected to receive. A good crowd on hand, not as big a crowd as we'd like, of course. A game of this nature, perhaps the biggest game tonight in the state of Kentucky. We'd look forward to having people lined all around the football field. But nevertheless, a lot of people came over from Glasgow, and a lot, of course, of our Red Hound supporters are here to urge the Hounds on tonight. On behalf of our fine sponsors, which include the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Corbin, Pepsi #1. Yes, it's Pepsi here in southeastern Kentucky, and there's no doubt about it. Glasgow in that North Carolina blue, a very pretty uniform.
That's a beautiful, beautiful uniform. You know, there's a joke that goes around, you know, why did God paint the sky blue, Carolina blue? Because he was from North Carolina.
As we're set to go now, the Red Hounds have deep. That freshman, Harold Nooners-Reedy. Off to his right is Steve Rollins. To the left is Steely. And the ball will be taken, well, almost taken. Now Rollins picks it up at the 12, 15. He's got good running room up to about the 25-yard line. It wasn't as bad as it perhaps looked because Nooners-Reedy was able to slow down that ball, and at that point, Glasgow didn't have anybody in pursuit.
Well, you know, you've got the Red Hounds. They're pumped up for this game tonight, and you're going to see a couple of, you know, some jitters. You probably see a couple people jumping off sides maybe early here. You see maybe a late hit or two. But the Red Hounds are up tonight. They're up for this game. They know who they're playing, and that just goes with it.
The ball is at the 22-yard line for Corbin, where the Red Hounds start their drive. The quarterback, Greg Duncombe, number 5, and he tries Greer off that right side as Greer will get 3 to the 25-yard line. Let's set the Corbin backfield for you. Duncombe is the quarterback, a 5'11", 179-pound junior. At a halfback is number 24, Tommy Greer. Greer is 5'11", a 180-pound senior. Flanker back to the left side is Darren Steely. He's number 40, a 5'10", 164-pound junior. And the fullback is Danny Rollins, a 5'9", 195-pound senior. That's how they line up in the backfield. As I called a flanker, but it's Steve Rollins coming into the lineup, hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Steely was coming out of the game. Rollins was coming in to replace him. Steve Rollins, number 44, who was just taken down viciously by Glasgow then. Steve is a 5'9", 160-pound junior. So Glasgow shows us some pretty good defense.
Glasgow that time looked like there was a swarm on there. Either we had a breakdown in some blocking assignments, or that, you know, they may be as pumped as we are for this game.
A loss of 3 by Steve Rollins. Back to the 22. It's 3rd and 10. And here's Greer. He has the first down up to about the 35-yard line. Beautiful play that time. Tommy Greer, number 24, has picked up to the 34-yard line. That's a run of 12 yards, and I thought perhaps we'd be passing.
Well, you know, maybe that was the same thing they were thinking. You know, here it opened up real well. It looked like a little counter, a little crack back to the other side, and the hole opened up beautifully.
At the 34, 1st and 10 for the Red Hounds. That backfield remains straight away. A long count by Duncombe. This is Steve Rollins. Good running room. 45 midfield. Pardon me. 45 into the 48-yard line. A 14-yard run and another Corbin first down. Big holes in that line.
Redhounds came to play, Don.
Into the lineup a little late is Darren Steely, but Duncombe tells him what the play is. First and 10 from the 48-yard line. It's Greer. He is at midfield and to the 49. A 3-yard run by Greer. Now Corbin is in Glasgow territory. Back to that game last year. I remember when we went over there, it just boggled one's mind to see how we ran into this Glasgow team, ran over them, under them, and between them. It was some kind of performance.
You know, Coach Pryor said it was probably as good as execution as he's ever seen, you know, in his time at Corbin. We really had a super football game at Glasgow last year.
The drive to the 49 now. It's 2nd down and 7. The first pass of the game. Open is Rollins. Short pass, but it's good to near the 44-yard line, about 5 yards. Rollins was all alone. The deep man was Martin Earl Pennington, number 88. As Darren Steely brings in the play from the coach's bench on 3rd down and short, 3rd and a couple to go.
Well, you know, the last play there, Martin Pennington, he just went ahead and cleared everything out, went on a streak pattern there. Rollins just kind of slipped out of the backfield and was open on a little sideline pattern.
A big 3rd down play, 3rd and 2. Steely, 40, 35, 34-yard line, and 10 yards by Darren Steely.
Mike Frederick got a heck of a block on that play right there. He had his man trapped inside, and Steely was really a little surprised he came through there. He was so open.
That is a 10-yard run by Steely, Corbin's 3rd first down in this series that originated from their own 22-yard line. It's taken them 7 plays now to move to the Glasgow 34. No score. We're in the opening period. Greer, 24. And Tommy submarines it more or less as he slides along the 30 and makes it into near the 27-yard line. It's about a 7-yard run by Tommy Greer, and the Redhounds continue to get big chunks of yardage.
Tommy Greer, about the time he hit the ground that time, he was up and off the ball and headed back to the huddle before. Actually, Glasgow thought that he'd fumbled the ball, but he's back in the huddle. He's ready to get the ball again.
A spirited Corbin team. 2nd down, 3 yards to go for the first down. They're at the 27 now of Glasgow. The fullback and Rollins, Danny Rollins, watch him run over people, but he was held up so long, and this so often happens. Did he fumble it away? He did. He was held up, and they took it away.
Well, he was fighting for all he could get there. They had him stood up there for a minute, and about the time, you know, they stripped him there of the ball, and he was just fighting for everything he could get.
He did run for 9 yards down to the 18 before the fumble. So Corbin, although they surrender the football, showed us a lot of offense.
The thing we've got to do right now, we've got to buckle up hard right here and play defense. Just forget about the offense right now, buckle up and get the ball back.
Now for Glasgow, their quarterback, number 11, is Scotty Jones. And Jones looks for the pitch, and he gives it to Bailey. Bailey to the 20. Bailey to about the 25-yard line. So 68 is 68 is Church that came in there for Corbin. Matt Church, a 5'10", 220-pound senior.
Yeah, we looked like we had an opportunity there, you know, to really make some contact there on the quarterback. And, you know, he just kind of evaded us and got through there and made a little pitch and it broke out there for some good yardage for him.
A run of 7 yards will make it 2nd down and 3. A flanker wide to the left side. And perhaps the first down as number 25 is Jeff Buford carrying the football. He gets Glasgow's first down up to the 29-yard line. That's a run of 4. So we have 6 minutes and 42 seconds in the opening period. Glasgow with their first offensive series. The flanker comes to the right, Jerry Pullen, number 86. Flanker back also split to the left side, split into the left. And the Redhounds react. number 65, Todd Prosper.
Todd Prosper made the last 2 tackles there. He came through there that time, met the man in the backfield. It was a beautiful tackle.
There's going to be a loss of 3 yards back to the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 13 to go. Back at the 26-yard line for Glasgow as they'll show us a flanker right, a split end left. Out of the eye, Jones is the quarterback. He fakes the draw. He's back to throw. He's looking for yardage. He gets by 2 Redhounds, by 3, he's fumbled the ball. They look for it, and I believe Glasgow's got it, but Bill, a penalty marker was dropped early.
Yeah, now I'm almost positive it's on Glasgow too, because it went down in their backfield. We had so many opportunities to get him. We've got to look a little better in the open field area, but still yet we did, make the ball come out, and we're being very aggressive right now.
Number 25, Jerry Buford, finally ended up with the football. Corbin will have the option, and that ended up in a gain to about the 31-yard line, so it would be a gain of 5. As we look at it again, the quarterback was able to get free. Apparently, okay, here we go. Bill, we're going to look at this again and watch Jones get free.
Okay, right here he comes up. We missed a tackle there, and he puts a move on this man. There it is. It looked like, I don't know if anybody knocked it out or if he just slung it out.
So Corbin refuses the penalty. Jones option left side, big running room, and Jones brings it up for a 1st down. So Jones has put the ball all the way up to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be a run of 9 yards on the play, but nevertheless, at the 40-yard line, it'll be Glasgow's 2nd 1st down, and so Glasgow comes back with the tear.
Yeah, Glasgow came back. Looked like student body left that time. After the action was over, number 28 and number 24 for us, Greer, they had a little confrontation there. We may see a little action between these two.
From the 40, 1st and 10, they try the middle of the Corbin line as number 25, Buford, gets about 4 yards. Matt Church, one of those responsible for the tackle.
I noticed Roger Rose coming in and out there. Roger's still ailing a little bit with that ankle. They said, that they had a real hard week in practice this week, and Roger was limited as to what he could do. So, we may see just limited action Roger tonight still.
Roger, number 54, who missed last week because of that injury to the ankle. The pitch back to Bailey. Bailey's hit, and down he goes. Now, we saw some good action that time from number 12, number 61, and others, and 68. 12 is Frederick, 68 Church, and 61 is Alan Sadler.
Sadler, that's a tough position to play whenever you come out there with that option for the end. You've got 2 or 3 things that you've got to read and 2 or 3 different things you have to do. But Alan Sadler came up and played the ball very well that time.
Bailey gets 1 yard to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now for Glasgow as number 21, Tony Wooten, splits to the left, and they have a slot formation. It's the draw. 45, midfield. Corbin, 46-yard line, a 1st down for Glasgow. Good call on that play before Danny Rollins. 46 of Corbin makes the tackle.
And we also had Mike Frederick in on that tackle, too. He came through. There was a draw, and you could see it open up here much better than you could from the field position. And what did he pick up, about 10, 11 yards on that?
He brought it from the 41 to the Corbin 47-yard line, so that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12 yards on that play. First and 10, and they give it in the middle. Slipping tackles once again, number 25, Jeff Buford. So he's moved the ball down to the Corbin 41-yard line. That's a run of 6, and I'm impressed with Glasgow's players. They're running out of the grass with some of our hounds.
Okay, we've got this fullback flip-flop that they're doing. That was Childers on that last carry. Buford is 25 and Childers 28, and they're bringing the plays in and out.
The quarterback hit, but Bailey gets the pitch. Bailey at the 40, and number 18, Nooners Reedy, gets him. He played off a block that time and did a beautiful job.
looked like a college football player. Beautiful tackle. The corner made a beautiful play on it. He played a block off, and he caught a very quick runner on the outside. Beautiful play by Reed.
It's a run of 3 yards. It's going to be third down, a yard to go for Glasgow now at the Corbin 38-yard line. The Scotties have brought the ball from their 18, so like Corbin, they've been able to march down that football field. Corbin gave it up on a fumble after moving it to the 18 of Glasgow. Here's a big third down play. And to the middle, yes, it looks like number 25, Jeff Buford, will get the first down as Steve Jewell, 63, upends him, but not in time. The ball is right at the Corbin 36-yard line. He got 2 yards, and that is the 4th first down of the game for Glasgow. So these two fine double-A teams are going at each other here, and neither defense has been able to stop the other's offense. We're in the opening period with 2 minutes to go. There's no score. Number 21, Wooten, comes wide right, split into the left also. The fake into the middle. Jones looking long. It may be. It should be. It is. Intercepted by Greer. Greer hit and taken down from behind by Wooten, number 21. But that ball looked like a wounded pigeon or something the way it went up there, and each team has turned it over after a good drive.
Tommy Greer wanted to catch that ball 2 or 3 different ways and wasn't really sure, and he knew that he had to go up and catch it. It was a beautiful, beautiful play by Greer.
Corbin takes over now, just about where they started a moment ago. However, this is at the 22 also. 1st and 10 on the interception by Greer. This is Rollins. Rollins across the 25 to about the 26. Up and down the field we're going tonight, and this is a good football game to watch.
It's a great game. I'm getting very excited up here, Don.
I'll hold you in your chair. We're high in this stadium here. In Dennis Stadium, we're in the upper deck. Corbin now, 2nd down, 6 yards to go after the 4-yard run by Steve Rollins. Uh-oh. Well, in high school, you can't get up. However, Duncombe is claiming that his knee never touched. But in high school, as opposed to what we've seen on TV the last few days where quarterbacks and pros have been going down, you can't get back up if your knee touches. It's down right there. Consequently, a break for Glasgow, as that is going to be a 2-yard loss to the 24-yard line. Corbin will have a 3rd and 8, so this is a very big play. Frederick split to the left side. Won't work 2 in a row. Earlier tonight, Greer got the first down, but they were waiting on 46 Rollins this time.
Well, you know, you're sitting here and you're looking. It was a 3rd down situation, and you're thinking pass all the time. Here you are on the 25-yard line, early in the ball game, and a couple things happen here for us. The best thing for us to do is to try to do that. Now punt, put them in bad field position if possible.
And that is the end of the first period of this game, as Corbin will have it 4th down and 6 to go for the first down. That's the end of the first period, and after 1 quarter, the score is Corbin 0, Glasgow 0. Rose, number 54, in punt formation for Corbin, and here's a good snap. He's taking plenty of time, and it's a nice kick out of there. Fair catch called for, and taken by number 82 for Glasgow. That is Mike Elmore. Glasgow will have good field position after the Corbin kick. They'll get the ball at their own 44-yard line, and this will be their 2nd offensive series.
We were looking for a little better punts than that, and then again after he punted the ball, Roger, he's coming up the field, and I noticed that you can still see a noticeable little limp in what he's doing.
Glasgow at their 44-yard line. People split right and left. As Childers gets the fake, Jones on the roll. Jones pitches last second, and Bailey, good tackle by Corbin's, I think that's Frederick, number 12.
Mike Frederick came to play tonight. Last week, he came just first game back, and I think he was a little bit, been out of practice and unable to practice with him. It looked like last week, he was ailing a little bit, but tonight he came to play. He's played some super corner on that side.
A loss of 2 by Bailey to the 42, and now it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Scotties. No score. We're in the 2nd period. The game being brought to you by Century 21. Realty Company. Buck Kendall at Century 21. Again, the fake into the middle as Jones has to hurry it. Jones too high, intercepted. This is Reedy at the 40, 30. Reedy knocked out of bounds, and Corbin will have it deep in Glasgow territory at about the 25-yard line. Nooners Reedy got the tip ball, and there's the big turnaround thus far.
We're going to start calling him Big Play Reedy, are we?
87 yards last week, now the interception. And it's at the 25-yard line where Corbin will have their third offensive series to get underway. Corbin in a hurry to get the offense going now. Waiting on Greer, couple of them. Number 44 for Glasgow. Mike Bond gets up with a head of steam because they stopped Tommy Greer right in his tracks at the 25. But field position is the key. Let's watch that pass interception while we have a second here between plays. And this is some play.
It's like the old tip drill, something he's used to work on all the time in practice. The ball's deflected there. He comes up and picks it off just like that's baseball, just a knack.
We're ready to go now on second down and 10. Uh-oh, in a hurry. Oh, what a pass. Pennington, 10. Pennington, 5. Super play by Duncombe. He didn't have time. All he had was a wrist action on that, and he got it right on the numbers.
And all the time you ever watch football, that's as good a pass thrown that you'll ever see. And Martin Pennington, he was in perfect position. Beautiful pass and a beautiful reception.
And Corbin has picked up the first down. That is their fourth. It'll be first and goal to goal, and what a super play that was on both ends. Martin Earl Pennington, 20 yards on that pass play. Corbin first and goal at the 5-yard line. Again, they're waiting on Tommy Greer. He gets only a yard to the 4. No doubt about it. I'm sure that they're concentrating quite a bit on number 24.
They're concentrating on number 24, and they've got a good defensive front line. Our offensive line has got to do a better job than what's happening right now. Offensive line has got to put out a little bit more.
Corbin will have it second and goal from the 4. This team has shut out E-Town, Bowling Green, and Louisville Moore. Steve Rollins, another maybe 2 yards. The hole did not open. Remember, in the first quarter, first series, big holes were opening. Glasgow getting tough down deep.
Well, Glasgow knows what they're doing at the goal line right here. You know, it's just like you said, we opened up early there, but right now, you know, they feel the momentum. They know where they're at. They know who they're playing, and the Red Hounds came to play. We've got to open the holes.
A good timeout here by Corbin as Rollins got a yard to the 3, and Corbin will have it third and goal from the 3. We'll be back with the Corbin touchdown drive right after these messages from our sponsors. Here we go. Let's roll it. We're ready to go now. The Red Hounds have it. Third down, goal to goal from the 3-yard line. Duncombe under. Duncombe. And he stopped short of the goal line. Bill, I thought he was handing it to the first man, then the second man, and then Duncombe. What was that, a quarterback draw?
That's what I would have called it. I don't know if that's what they called it. But it looked like, you know, he went ahead and faked it 2 people there, you know, and hoping that everything would converge on that, and he was going to go ahead and just try to slip through. But I would call it a quarterback draw.
Now, Glasgow gets tough. Corbin has it first and goal to goal at the 5. They get a yard, a yard, a yard. In 3 plays, 3 yards. Now you got to get 2 yards because you're at the 2-yard line, 4th and goal. And Corbin, I think Corbin called the other timeout. Maybe not. It could have been Glasgow, but nevertheless, we have another timeout here, and we'll be back to see if the Red Hounds can put it through there right after these messages. The big play thus far coming up, Bill.
You know, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, in a situation like this, what does it do to your team if you don't get in? You've got the opportunity to sit here and kick a field goal. It's not that bad. Then again, if you miss that, what does that do to a team? Should you have passed on the last down? You think about, you know, who's going to carry the mail here. Everybody's got to be keying on Greer. It's a tough situation, tough call.
Here we go, and the call is Glasgow holds. Corbin, no, they don't! They don't! We got a touchdown.
We got it.
I thought they bent him over backwards. Who was it, Greer?
Greer, you know, Greer's fired up. That's all I can tell you. He's fired up. He went in. He was stopped short of the goal line. He went in.
That was super effort. I thought I saw number 24 being bent like a pretzel out there, and somehow Tommy Greer puts it in there. That's the kind of kid he is, though. He'll give you that kind of effort. Now Corbin leading 6-0 with 8:38 to go in the first half. The try for the point after. The kick is up, and Bill Storms has put it through. Bill, let's take a look at that touchdown here. I thought sure he was stopped right near the goal line.
You know, everybody's got to be keen on number 24, you know, and it looked like that he was stopped short of the goal line. He's going over Roger Rose here. Roger Rose, beautiful, beautiful block, stood his man all the way up. Best block he's made of the night. He just wouldn't quit. He wouldn't quit. Beautiful run.
And the Glasgow player you saw saying no, but Martin Earl Pennington said yes, and then the official came through later. So Greer has put Corbin on the board, and Storm adds the point after touchdown, and Corbin leads it by 7-0. That Red Hound drive set up by Nooners-Reedy's interception that brought it back to the 25-yard line. It took Corbin 6 plays to go the 25 yards. Another big play was a 20-yard pass to Martin Earl Pennington. 8:38 remaining here in the opening half. Corbin leads Glasgow 7-0. This is the first time this year that Glasgow's been behind.
Red Hounds have got to keep that level of intensity that they just had on that scoring drive. They've got to right now. Very necessary.
That's the way. That's the way. I believe it was Steve Rollins that put the hit on Childers.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have that level of intensity. Martin Pennington on the ball. Swarm. The Red Hounds swarm.
Corbin will have the ball as Pennington comes up with it at the 20-yard line. This is Corbin's 4th possession, and this is the way that you want to see these Red Hounds play in the big tests here in AA. Now from the 20, it's 1st and 10. Corbin right back on offense. Glasgow tough a moment ago. Will they break here? Number 40, Steely, leaps the line of scrimmage. 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. Down to the 13-yard line.
You know, Steely is the type of runner. You know, we watched last week. We kept watching him pick his way, but I'm not real sure about what, you know, he's having to do that because they have got a good defensive line, and our offensive line opened the holes early. We had trouble in the last drive, but Steely came through. He hurdled the line and picked his way, picked up about 8 or 9 yards.
And here on that replay, we'll see the hit right there.
Into one of his own people.
One of his own, okay. Now, back to play. Greer across the 10, the 5, the 3-yard line. We're having action so fast and furious in this ball game that we can't get through a replay till we've got a 10-yard run, and that's the way you like to see it, as Tommy Greer has just picked up Corbin's 5th first down. They'll have it 1st and goal from the 3. Super effort again by number 24.
You know, Rooster Greer, you know, he's getting me fired up here. He's playing super football.
Now 1st and goal from the 3. I'll tell you what, that was like hitting a solid wall right there. We saw the headgear kind of bump, 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 and that was it.
You know, he didn't make the line of scrimmage that time. We had 3 people from Glasgow that was in our backfield before he ever made the line of scrimmage.
So it's still going to be 2nd down and goal to go from the 3-yard line. Corbin leading 7-0. 2 big breaks, a pass interception and a fumble. .44, Steve Rollins, bump, foul, he's close. The character being shown, though, after that first hit, they're not going down.
Mr. Rollins showed us what a ride-ill headgear is for that time. When he was met at the line of scrimmage, he went ahead and decided to give that second effort, and he got awful close to being in there.
He's at the 1-yard line, got 2 yards that time. Here it is, 3rd down and goal. Steve again, touchdown Corbin.
I love it. I love it.
And so do about 2,000 or 3,000 others right below us. And I'm sure many in our TV audience tonight. Steve Rollins has really come on for the Corbin Red Hounds. He gets the score with 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go, and Corbin leads 13-0. Now the point after touchdown. Duncombe, number 5, holds. Bill Storms, number 48, will kick. He's a sidewinder. He's only a sophomore. Good again. We have a timeout, as Corbin has taken a 14-0 lead, but let's watch that touchdown here by Steve Rollins on replay. There's the effort. Good hole off that left side, no doubt about it. Corbin Red Hounds knew it was the touchdown. So we have a timeout. Corbin 14, Glasgow nothing. We'll be right back. Ready for the kickoff again. Can they duplicate it? Let's see. Storms on the kick. This one on the ground, hard to field. It'll take time, but there's 25 Buford. And Buford hangs that ball high in the air as he goes to the 30-yard line. No run back really established, but we have the younger Red Hounds that we'll tell about. Stephen Ellison, one of those, in on the tackle, a 5'11", 169-pound senior. And Glasgow now will get their third offensive series underway from their own 30-yard line, with Corbin on top by 14-0. Mind you, Glasgow in their last outing defeated Taylor County 40-14, but they gave them the 14. Remember the sharp running in the first quarter by number 25 Buford? He looked like he was going at half motion as Todd Prosper, Sam Jackson, number 25, and others met him that time. So maybe some of the wind has been taken out of the Scotties.
Well, you know Coach Cathers, former Coach Cathers, he told our Red Hounds, strap those headgears on a little tighter tonight. I think that's got a lot to do with it.
1 yard gain, and that's it. It'll be 2nd down and 9. They have people split both ways. The slot formation to the left side. Jones on the draw, not disguised well enough, however. Bailey and Pennington, reached out there with just enough.
Pennington, he just kind of extended himself over one of the blockers there and just had enough on him to put him down.
It's at the 30, a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 10. I would suspect now that Jones will be going to the air. We know he can pass. He was a good passer last year, passed for over 1,000 yards for Glasgow. They prefer the run. They've been able to run against their first 4 opponents this year, but now they're in a hole. 14-0 Corbin lead. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and 10. Wideouts both ways. Jones running for the first down. That has been their best play tonight when Jones runs.
Well, he came out there, and he just seemed like, we had our defensive end got trapped in a little bit that time, and he came out, and it looks like he can run with the football very well.
For Glasgow, a 13-yard run by the quarterback. And Glasgow gets their 5th first down of this first half at the 43. Corbin leading 14-0, 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Now Childers in motion. Pitch Bailey. And a good tackle. I think that was Sadler Sam Jackson just got the ankle.
Sam Jackson, evidently, he's in there for Roger Rose to still ailing. Sam Jackson playing that nose guard. He had such a super game last week for us against Whitley County.
A 3-yard run by Bailey to the 46. Glasgow shows us some good formations. They're an exciting team to watch. And they're a team that you have to be on guard against all the time because potential for the big play is there. Number 86, Jerry Poland wide to the left side now. Again, Jones, he wants to pitch. Bailey got it. Midfield, Corbin 45, and down he'll go. Danny Rollins finally got him stopped at the 45, but that's good yardage again, a 9-yard run and a first down at the Corbin 45.
We're looking at a Glasgow team, as we said earlier before the game tonight. We're looking at a Glasgow team that's got about 20 seniors that start offensive and defensive for them. I think there's only one junior on each unit. And you look at our group out there, we got a lot of underclassmen out there, and we're coming up. We're playing good, hard football, though.
At the 45, 1st and 10, 3 minutes, 7 seconds, first half. Bailey, 40. Bailey, 35, just short of a first down. And there's Reedy and Steele, 18 and 40 for Corbin. So Glasgow a moment ago looked like perhaps their spirits were low, but they're back high again.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to suck it up here. We got to bow our necks this time because we got to dig in. Glasgow's got the ball and they're moving with it.
Got 9 yards that time to the 36-yard line. Second down, 1 yard to go. Pulling wide right. That was some hit right in the backfield that time by little Sam Jackson. He held him up momentarily, and then they stop him after a short gain. Number 25, the ball carrier, is Buford. I'm not sure whether, I don't believe it is a first down. It's right at the Corbin 35-yard line.
Yeah, we're looking at third and about not quite a yard. I see that Roger Roses came back in for Jackson in a short yardage situation here.
Wideouts both ways once again. A big play for Glasgow. Third and about a yard to go. This is Jones. Jones was hit by Sadler, but the momentum took him the wrong way.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't think that they were going after a first down. They just, you know, I guess their plays are designed for touchdowns. He didn't really look like he was going for a first down. It looked like he meant to go on downfield.
He got 3 yards to the Corbin 32. That is 7 first downs now for Glasgow. Time is becoming a factor now. We're down to 1:50 here in the first half. TV replays here, Televid Sports. We hope you enjoy them. We've had many, many people tell us they do. Here on Sunday nights at 8:30 on Channel 11 Southern Cable TV. This is Don East up with Bill Hoover. And we'll have our Fans in the Stands halftime show also. Jones, again the pitch to Bailey. Bailey running through the grasp of people. Looks like a first down as he gets to about the Corbin 22-yard line. This is becoming a very potent weapon for Glasgow.
Yeah, what's happening here? They've got this Buford kid, number 20. Is he 20? Let's see, 25 is Buford. Buford's working on our corner man, Reedy, on this side, and he appears to be a very good blocker. And by the time that, you know, Reedy's having to fight that off and still trying to make the tackle, we need to get a little help over on this side for a corner.
A timeout has been called with 1:21 to go in the first half. Timeout on the score. Corbin 14, Glasgow nothing. Glasgow is at the Corbin 22-yard line after their 8th first down here in the first half. 1:21 to go. Man in motion to the left as Jones is on the roll to the right. Jones out of the grasp of one. Jones 20. Jones to the Corbin 16-yard line. Appears to be very strong.
Yeah, you know, I'm a little surprised on that. You know, they were working so well this side, you know, and all of a sudden they came back to the other side where they hadn't had as much success. We've got to keep them out. We've got just under a minute in the first half here. We've got to keep them out of the end zone. It's very important.
He got 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the Corbin 16-yard line. Now split formation to the right side. Jones comes left. Jones at the 15 down to about the Corbin 12. Todd Trosper, Steve Jewell for the Red Hounds, but it's going to be close. It is another Glasgow first down. They're at about the Corbin 11-yard line, so 5 yards, and that's their 9th first down. Now with 41 seconds, the 11-yard line, this dictates a bit of different strategy here. You don't have time to roll it too much.
No, and you know, I've got to think that they're going to continue to go with the success that they've had. They're going to be trying to come outside on us, but on that last play, I noticed that when Steve Jewell did make contact with the quarterback who did carry the ball, he still got both hands in the small of his back, the same place where Jewell's headgear was at. So he may remember that, and he may not want to try to get in that end zone before half.
We'll be back in a moment as Glasgow will be ready to go, but right now, timeout for these messages from our sponsors. Only 41 seconds to go here in the first half. Glasgow is at the Corbin 11-yard line, first down and 10 to go. So Corbin leading 14-0. Glasgow splits number 21. Wooten wide to the left, number 20 in motion. Same play. Oh, he delays, but he's still able to get inside for about 4 yards. I'm surprised with all of that time taken on that stutter step that he was able to get anywhere.
Yeah, I kept waiting to see him cough the ball up because he was looking Jewell in the nose over. I think that's why he stopped dead in his tracks.
30 seconds to go, and Glasgow calls another timeout. Of course, with time being a factor now, Glasgow doesn't really, although they have, you might say, 3 more downs to play with, in reality, is they use up the timeouts. They don't have the 3 downs. They've got to do something to stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's always that chance, and I think with a timeout here, there is a chance that you may try to go with a little out pattern there. It'd be a perfect time to do it.
Now Jones got the ball, I will call it to the 7-yard line, a pickup of 4, where Glasgow would have it 2nd down and 6. They could get a 1st down. Very little likelihood of that because of the time factor. 30 seconds to go. We'll have our fans in the stands at halftime and also the Corbin marching band at halftime. Corbin looking to even their record at 2-2 here. Glasgow defeated E-Town 37-0, Bowling Green 27-0, Louisville Moore 21-0, and then last week Taylor County 40-14. Now Corbin leads by 14-0. And as Bill Hoover has pointed out a couple of 3 times, it is most important right now that Corbin stop this team. I think momentum is on one of the 2 sides that wins this battle right here.
It's a big play right here. Awful big play.
Pitch to Bailey. Bailey's being chased, but he's missed once. Reedy's got him out of bounds. But Pennington did his job.
Pennington did a super job on that particular play. If we could just tackle him before he got out of bounds there, just tackle him, to keep that clock running.
A loss back to the 10. Now it's 3rd down and basically goal to goal. I'm surprised that they came with that particular play.
I am too, because I expected, well, you got 2 things there. You can get out of bounds. The guy knows to do that. He's been coached to do that. Either that or they went with a short out pattern. They could have stopped the clock there. You still had 3rd in the same kind of yardage situation. You got time on the clock, and then you can go ahead and try to power it in.
Now, slot formation to the right side. 24 seconds to go. Jones back to throw. Jones looking. Jones throws it over the middle. Did Greer knock it down? What happened? I lost the ball, Bill.
The football went through 3 different people's hands, and it almost was caught by the trailing back in the end zone for Glasgow. We deflected, went through another Glasgow player's hands, and then almost went into another Glasgow player's hands.
We are down to the finale. 4th down, 18 seconds to go. The ball at the Corbin 10-yard line. A lot riding on this particular play.
It's the biggest play of the year.
Wide to the right. Number 20 is Darrell Hayes. Slot formation. Jones looking. Jones running. Jones throwing. Wide open. Hayes got it. He was all alone in the left side.
I don't want to say it. We had 3 Red Hounds that were looking at each other. And, he was all alone.
3 Red Hounds were defending back there, but nobody was on the little guy Hayes, and Glasgow comes up with a big play with only 12 seconds. That perhaps could go a long way toward a comeback.
Oh, big momentum going into halftime. Big momentum for Glasgow.
Only 12 seconds to go now. They'll try for the point after touchdown. High snap, batted around, big play, no good. That helps.
On this particular snap here, I think we're going to get a replay here this time, Don.
This is the touchdown play right here.
I'm sorry. Okay, quarterback almost was got right there. Now look, we've got, well, you can't see it. We got three defenders. Okay.
Yeah. 3 were there, and I believe they were playing a run when Jones started forward.
Yeah, that's right. On the particular extra point, I thought we were going to get a replay on the extra point. Ball was a bad snap there. Came off of one of them's headgear, and who came up with the football before they had an opportunity to pick it up, throw it, or run with it? Tommy Greer.
Right. Number 24 was all over it. Now, Corbin will get a kickoff, will get the kick, but only 12 seconds to go. You would suspect they'd have to take it back to do any damage right here. 14-6, the Hounds lead. And Jones does the kicking. Of course, a squib kick to try to avert anything on a run back. Redhounds just fall on it. Clock never did. Well, now it starts with 11 seconds. George Fisher says, be reckless, Coach Adams, throw the bomb. Let's see. They won't even get a play off is a problem because in high school the clock's going to start with the spot of the ball. But nevertheless, the Corbin Redhounds will lead 14-6 here at halftime, and we have a super game going.
I'll tell you what, we said earlier that the Redhounds came in here. They knew who they were playing. Glasgow has got to know where they're at. They're in Corbin, Kentucky, and they're playing the Redhounds.
At halftime, Corbin leads by 14-6. We'll be back with the Corbin Marching Band right after these messages from our sponsors. Here at halftime, Corbin leading over Glasgow by a score of 14-6 as the Glasgow band entertains. Statistical picture of the first half. Glasgow has 120 total yards, Corbin 106. Corbin has 5 first downs. Glasgow has 9. For Corbin, Greer has gained 36 yards on 7 tries. Steve Rollins has 20 yards on 6 tries. Darren Seeley 10 yards on 1 carry. Danny Rollins 12 yards on 2 carries. And Greg Duncombe 1 yard on 2 carries. Corbin has attempted 2 passes, completed 2, 1 to Rollins for 7, 1 to Pennington for 20. The leading rusher is Buford for Glasgow with 36 yards. Bailey has 34. Jones is the leading rusher with 41 yards. He is their quarterback. They have attempted 4 passes, completed 1, and had 2 intercepted. Corbin leading 14-6. We'll be back with the Corbin Marching Band right after these messages.
The feature number this evening, the band has asked Ronnie Huxley, Minister of Music at Central Baptist Church, and Joel Northcutt, Minister of Music at the First Baptist Church.
The Corbin High School Band performing here at halftime as Corbin leads 14-6 over Glasgow. The ministers of music of the Central Baptist Church and the First Baptist Church are joining the Corbin Band right now for Stars and Stripes Forever. Near capacity crowd looking on here tonight from Campbell Field on behalf of our fine sponsors, which include Insurance Service Center and Gambro Chrysler Plymouth Toyota. Here's the Corbin Marching Band. the Corbin High School Marching Band with Stars and Stripes Forever, getting a big hand from the crowd here in Dennis Stadium. Well, I want to remind you about one of our fine sponsors here, Van Tackett, the little old watchmaker, now in the Forest Hills Shopping Center, where out there they're giving away $1,750 worth of merchandise. And there's going to be a drawing every Saturday night during September. Just go into Van Tackett's and register, won't you? And, of course, he's part of the WIGO back-to-school car. He's giving away a brass hat and coat rack. That's Van Tackett. And quite an establishment there in the Forest Hills Shopping Center. He's expanded and has a fine gift shop to go with his jewelry selection. We'll be back with more of the Corbin-Glasgow game here on Channel 11 right after these messages. Now we're ready to start the second half. This is Don East up with Bill Hoover and our TVS crew. Dale Johnson camera, Gene Harless and Jerome Baird on controls. And Bill, we ended the first half basically with Glasgow having the ball. We'll start the second half the same situation, so they have a chance to really establish themselves in this game.
Well, you know, I've got a feeling we're going to see an entirely different Glasgow team here the second half. You know, we had a couple of things that went in our favor the first half that gave us 2 quick scores. Glasgow had a lot of momentum going in at halftime. They came out and they took it and put it in when we actually thought we had them held. It was a 4th down situation, and, well, here we are back to action.
It's going to be a very short kick and will be fielded near the 30-yard line. And watch out, there was very little help on the side. Eddie broken through there, but never with any motion whatsoever was number 21, Tony Wooten. And Glasgow will start now. Not bad field position at all. The ball at their 34-yard line. Glasgow had a slight edge in the first half statistically. Matter of fact, the touchdown play gave them that edge. That's how close it was. So here we go, the first play of the second half from scrimmage from the 34-yard line, and Bailey gets nothing. The way he looked back, I thought he had fumbled, but no fumble had occurred as number 63, Steve Jewell, stuck it to him.
We had Steve Jewell and Roger Rose both on that tackle, and Sam Jackson's in that front line along with Roger Rose. I see they moved Rose out to defensive tackle and put Sam in at the nose.
We'll watch those defensive adjustments in the first half now. Glasgow was hurting Corbin on each corner in the first half, as they'll have a slot formation right on 2nd and 10. They try the middle and get short yardage. Well, the power was there as Bailey was able to slide with Matt Church, Steve Jewell hanging on up to the 40-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
I like what I see in our defensive alignment right now. We've got all the meat up front here, and I think with Sam Jackson, with his good quickness there at nose and moving Roger out, it's going to give us something that could help us the second half.
3rd down and 4 for Glasgow. Colin wide to the right. Here's that play that worked so well in the first half. And Alan Sadler was able to curtail Jones that time and bring him down short of the first down.
Alan Sadler is still a young football player for the Red Hounds, but he improves with each game. I'm really impressed with his style of play for the Red Hounds.
It will be 4th down. A yard was gained by Jones on that play to the 41, 4th and 3. And now Greer will return along with Nooners Reedy to return the punt for Corbin. The punter standing at the 30-yard line and has plenty. Oh, what a bad kick. Let's see which way this one will go. Well, it goes out of bounds in Glasgow territory. That's just a terrible kick.
What appears to be about a 3-yarder. He just, when he got ready to kick the ball, it looked like he might have lost his footing there. He just shanked it off his foot and went over into the Glasgow bench.
So the line of scrimmage was the 41. They're spotting it at the 48 of Glasgow, so it ends up a 7-yard kick. And another big play and a big break for Corbin, a good chance to reestablish their momentum.
Well, that's what we've got to do. The defense held there, came out. I thought Glasgow would come out steaming, and they did, and our line held, and here we are with the football.
First and 10. As the pitch goes to Greer, and Greer gets about 3 yards to the 45-yard line. 9 minutes, 35 seconds to go. We're in the third period of this game. Being presented by Piggly Wiggly on South Main and the R.C. Miller Oil Company, your Texaco distributor. Corbin, second down and 7. Steve Rollins, number 44, wide to the right side. To the left, number 12 is Mike Frederick. It's the draw as Greer hops over people across the line of scrimmage, penetrates the 45, gets a couple of yards to about the 43-yard line. The play really didn't develop that well.
No, it didn't. You know, the last play, the play before that, it looked like a pitch that you would expect to come as an end sweep. And I'm a little surprised because that pitch went off tackle. And that was Greer on the first one there and Greer on that one. He just, kind of picked his way there across the line.
A big play for Corbin. Third down, some 4 yards to go for the first down at the 43 of Glasgow. Wideouts both away again. But Duncombe this time definitely to throw. He's got the man open. That's Greer. The first down at the 35 to the 34-yard line. A 9-yard pass play. And so Corbin comes up with the big play on third down.
That's beautiful. You know, Tommy has got such a good look for a back coming out of the backfield on that particular pass. It wasn't that well thrown, but, he was out there and, he knows how to catch the ball and tuck it in.
Corbin 3 for 3 in the passing game tonight. That's their 6th first down. Now at the Glasgow 34-yard line. Rollins wide right again. First and 10. Duncombe has more time. Duncombe lets it go. Rollins is all alone. Can it get there? He does. Touchdown.
Beautiful. That's one of those George Fisher bombs that we asked for.
Steve was so alone, and I'm surprised because Bailey, number 1, seems to have quite a bit of speed. Bailey, in the beginning of that pass, wasn't within 10 or 12 yards of him. By the time the ball got there, he was closer, but not close enough.
Well, Bailey, what happened was he forgot where he was at because he jumped early, and the ball, he could have maybe played the ball a little bit better. He just went up early, and there was Rollins in the end zone. Beautiful pass by Duncombe.
The pass play 34 yards for the score. Now the point after touchdown. And the kick, it's off to the left. He hooked it a little too much. 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go. We're in the third period. Corbin leads by 20-6. And let's look at this replay because this time your quarterback, Duncombe, has plenty of time.
Had plenty of time. I don't know. There was no pressure on him where they were reading run or what. Totally fooled. Good blocking. No, we had the wrong replay. That was the pass to Greer.
He's perfect in passing, by the way. That was 3 out of 3 and then 4 out of 4. Let's keep watching because we'll get to see the touchdown here, I understand. Are my cues right? Okay. They just continue on this replay motion here as Corbin gets set to kick off out here. But this is worth seeing again because it was a beautifully developed pattern. You see number 44, Rollins, coming wide to the right. He just streaks right downfield.
We got both ends in tight on this particular play. Let's try to pick up the blocking here and see. All right, then we had Martin Pennington went out on that particular pass. Duncombe just lets it fly. Now, see, he was just out of position. He forgot where he was at. That's Bailey. Beautiful.
Now the kickoff. And it's fumbled around. Let's see. They've picked it up now. And there, Rollins and McGuett, number 29, are both there to put the shoulder into number 21, Tony Wooten. Well, that reestablishes Corbin's authority in this game, Bill. That was a very big touchdown.
Very big touchdown. Let's get on this. I want to pick up something here on this particular kickoff here. If you'll watch on all the replays that I've watched this year and we've covered, you'll notice that Sadler on every kick is somewhere in the action. How many times this year we've seen him on the initial contact or even on the tackle? Sadler was in on that particular play too.
Year after year, and following Corbin, we've had a kid or two that always you could look for. I think of the Pennington, the other Pennington that played for Corbin. You remember, used to always get downfield on a kickoff, and then other players over the years. Sadler is establishing himself this year in about that same way.
Yeah, Alan, just like we said, he improves with every game, and he's got a lot of emotion out there, and he's just playing super football.
a penalty goes against Glasgow. Remember last week when we had 5,486,000 penalties? A slight exaggeration, fans, but the fact is we have hardly had any here tonight. How many? That's the first penalty, 5 yards. And that puts the ball back to the Glasgow 11-yard line. This is the kind of game you like to see without those yellow flags on the ground. First and 10 for Glasgow. Now this is Bailey. Started to the middle, goes wide. Sadler's trying to run him down. Good yardage. Steely, now Greer. He's out of bounds, but flags are down again. I'm hoping for a flag that time, Bill.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing about it was he put a little juke move on it that was supposed to have been like an off-tackle play, and it wasn't there, and all of a sudden when he hit the corner, he had the good speed and broke out there, and we had, I think it was Steely and Greer both that ran him out of bounds on that far side.
I think the Red Hounds are going to be the recipient of another penalty against Glasgow. It's holding, and that came at a good time because that's getting them out of the hole with about a 20-yard run, and this will put the play back. The line of scrimmage was the 11-yard line. Sponsors for the replay of Corbin Red Hound football here on Sunday nights at 8:30 on Channel 11. Davis Salvage on the Falls Road. Well, Bill and Harold, they've been our loyal supporters all 4 years of this endeavor. We appreciate them very much. The First National Bank and Trust Company, Marine Myers Ford, Charles Baker Furniture, 1820 South Main in Corbin, Rainbow TV on the London Highway, Laurel Gardens on the Level Green Road, Corbin Marine, your Mercury dealer, Roger Mumford at Corbin Tire Center, your Goodyear dealer, City and County Bank of Corbin, Food Fair Supermarket, Lowe's Sporting Goods, Ed Hash Custom Homes, Van Tackett, Low Aluminum, Bill Crook Insurance. Those are some of the sponsors as Glasgow is set to go now back at the 6 on 2nd and 15. And still pretty good movement up the middle as Bailey is hit and taken down by Jewell, 63. He gets it back past the original line of scrimmage to the 12-yard line, a pickup of 6.
This Bailey looks like a second-half football player. He didn't run that way at all in the first half. Second half, he's came out here and he's decided he wants to run the football a little bit.
It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Glasgow. Corbin leading by 20-6 in the third period. It's Bailey again. Boy, Bailey is running out of the grasp of people. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets good yardage up the middle. We see Church, Greer, Frederick in on the stop for Corbin. He's just shy of the 20-yard line at the 19, so he got 7 more yards. It's going to be 3rd down and a couple.
You know, we thought we had them in the hole here, and here they are with a 3rd and short yardage, and they may be trying to pick up that momentum that they had going in at halftime.
We've had good offensive performances by both teams here tonight. A big 3rd down play, 3rd and 2 from the 19 now, and if they could have held him in the backfield, they would have to kick, but now it's the 1st down, so that's that effort again. And it looks like Church is in on the stop for Corbin.
Yeah, it looks like Church is on the stop, but I see Pennington limping off the field here, and I believe he's turned an ankle. He's coming out right now.
The 1st down to the 22-yard line, just enough for that. Glasgow in the first half had 9 first downs, so that's their first down of the second half and 10th of the game. Well, they're just running right at Corbin right now. In the first half, they tried the corners quite a bit. The gain is good to the 25, a pickup of 3 now. And number 25, the ball carrier, that was Buford. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Corbin leading by 20-6. Obviously plenty of time in this game. We don't like to remember 2 years ago, but Glasgow did come back after Corbin got ahead 27-12. Actually had a chance to make it 41-12 in that ball game, but Glasgow got momentum and came back and won 28-27. Jones, a late pitch. Good timing that time, and what a lick. Greer and Reedy, low and high.
It hurts.
The problem with that, although such a tremendous hit, is the fact that Jones was able to time it just right to Bailey, and they got good yardage again.
Yeah, they got good yardage. We've got Ellison is in the game now at this defensive end on this side, replacing Pennington. I'm not sure that it was an ankle on Pennington. It looked more like a cramp from what I'm watching on the sideline.
A gain of 5 to the 30. It's going to be 3rd down and a couple. Jones back to throw, looking to the middle. He's got a man open. That ball hit the ground. The ball hit into the ground, intended for the tight end Mike Elmore, so it goes incomplete. Bill, when you're running, getting 5-6 yards, you got a 3rd down and 2, and you go to the air?
Well, you know, Glasgow 2 years ago, like you said here, they had some things that were working for them that night, and all of a sudden they went to the same type situation. They had some things that were breaking outside on us, and then all of a sudden they went to the air, and maybe this is just something to establish what they're doing, you know, to kind of keep you honest. You're putting pressure on the corners, and the corners have got to read that.
Number 44, Mike Vaughn, had a 7-yarder a moment ago. Much better. It's not a good kick, but it'll hit and get a good roll. There's your difference in this one. Had it not rolled that extra 14, 15 yards, Corbin would have had it at midfield, but now they'll have it at their own 36 as we have a timeout here in the 3rd period, and the score, Corbin 20, Glasgow 6. Corbin on their 2nd offensive series of this half from their own 36-yard line. As Greer swan dives to the 40.
You know, it was clogged, and, you know, he's just going to extend his body and try to get what he can. Beautiful.
Well, he's a tremendous athlete. I love to watch him in basketball because you can see those facial expressions.
Well, you know, that's what Coach Woods last year, he said that the Rooster was the heart of his club down there. You know, he not only on the floor, but, you know, the things, you know, he kept everybody loose in the dressing room, and he's a dandy athlete.
2nd down and 6 from the 40-yard line after Greer got 4. This is Rollins for 5 and a little bit. Rollins to the 45-yard line. It didn't appear in the early 2 games because Corbin didn't have the services of these kids, but Corbin is developing a 1-2 punch in Greer and Rollins now, and it's becoming very evident.
Yeah, and you can't, at the same time, you know, you got Steely back there that's got good speed. You know, he's as quick as anybody we've got in the backfield. And when you're keying on somebody like Greer, you've got Rollins that's doing basically the blocking, and then occasionally, you know, Steely will slip through there and pop that good long gain or 2.
This is a 3rd down, about a yard to go for the 1st down, and this is Steve Rollins again for another 5. Well, he got 5. Now he gets another 5, and for Corbin, that is their 7th first down of the ball game, but he brings it to midfield. We're playing the kind of football right now that you want to play with the 20-6 lead in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that's right. And let's not forget the other Rollins. You know, we've got 2 Rollins out there. We've got Steve and we've got Danny Rollins, 46 and 44. 44 in white, 28 in red, or 28 in white and 44 in red.
Okay, 44 has been carrying the ball, and 46 has been doing the blocking. They're still there, and this time they got number 44's number.
Yeah, number 66, he nosed right in there, 66 for Glasgow. Looking at Terry Shank, 6'1", 196-pound senior.
So a loss of 1 to the Corbin 49. 2 minutes and 14 seconds, 3rd period. Corbin leading 20-6. Glasgow scoring their touchdown, in case you just joined on our replay, with only 12 seconds to go in the 1st half on a 4th down and 10 situation. Corbin 2nd and 11. Hiding the ball well was Duncombe. He gets rid of it. Frederick reached high, but that's the first miss tonight after what, George? 4 out of 4? Now he's 4 out of 5, but that was so close to being 5 out of 5.
We had 2 people that were pretty well open on that particular play. The reason Mike Ferry didn't get a handle on the ball was because he was just a little bit running out of control. He came out from that far side end position. When he came across the middle, he saw the ball thrown, and he was just running a little bit out of control.
Corbin will have it now, 3rd down, 11 from their own 49. 1:49 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter. Martin Earl Pennington is back in there at the split in position to the right side. Steve Rollins is in the slot. Glasgow seems a bit confused defensively right now. Here's the draw, no draw up the middle, just a running play, and Greer somersaults across midfield down to the 48-yard line of Glasgow, a pickup of 3, but Corbin will have to surrender the football.
If Tommy Greer had been able to get by number 55 for Glasgow, and I can't pick his name up, he could have possibly went on in because there's just one man between him. Everything else was spread out, and he could have possibly broke it all the way.
Rose in punt formation from his own 40-yard line. He waits and he sends a boomer. This is his best. It hits at the 5, bounces high, and there's Rollins at the 2.
That's what you'd hope to see at the University of Kentucky tomorrow against Oklahoma. Beautiful punt by Roger Rose.
That'll do it in any league. Roger Rose has just kicked the ball in the air. It's at, well, they're calling it at the 3. It's a 45-yard kick, no return. And so Glasgow, on their third offensive possession this half, will have to start from their 3-yard line. That's Rogers' best effort of the year. Started off real well at Madison Central, then had the injury. So he can kick it, and he displays it right there. From the 3, Bailey, Sadler, Jewell. Down he goes. He got maybe a yard.
We had the Red Hound rash on that particular tackle. They were all there.
People were asking me about Bill Crook's book. You know, I said, Bill, maybe we'll call it the Red Hound rash. And they said, what does it mean by that? Well, you'll have to hear what Bill's writing about. When these players, it's like a rash that goes through these Red Hounds over the years, and quite interesting. We'll be talking more about that and hope to see the final product of that in the months to come. We have a timeout called. We're in the third period with 32 seconds to go. The score, Corbin 20, Glasgow 6. Okay, as we come back here, let's see if we can take a look at that last play, because there were some mighty defensive efforts, and Bailey was, I guess, knocked out. He's up out off the field now, but he was hit and then hit again on the spin, and he really took punishment, Bill.
Yeah, just as he spun out of that contact, you know, he went ahead and was hit again. He got that long-distance call from Hong Kong.
Look at this now. It's not a safety, although Rose, 54, and Rollins push him back in the end zone. They got their dander up now.
Red Hounds came to play.
Todd Childress. Let's see, they will spot it right at the line of scrimmage, the 3 again, no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Bailey was down while we were away for 4 or 5 minutes. And then Bailey got up and ran off the field, so he could have been knocked unconscious. Well, the third quarter has ended here as the roar goes up from Dennis Stadium, the fans on their feet, and as I look down now, it looks like we do have a full house here tonight. After 3 quarters to play, the score is Corbin 20, Glasgow 6. Here we go now, the first play of the fourth period of this game. Glasgow at their 3-yard line, and no, across the 5 to about the 6 or 7. But they had to get 10, and Steve Jewell just put mighty 63 in front of that door and shut it.
We had number 46, Danny Rollins, in on that too. Danny Rollins, he's throwing that headgear to the shoulder and on every play like Jewell. Looks very good.
3 yards for Glasgow's Childress. And now they're forced to punt. So the kick by Rose, touch dead by Rollins at the 3, and then some super defensive play, and now Glasgow has Hayes in the end zone to kick. Well, it's a bad one. It's a bad one. Watch it, Red Hounds. Let it roll. And Corbin will have super field position around the 30-yard line. Bill, that kid has not shown the foot tonight, and so you knew that we had to come up with something decent if we didn't make a miscue.
Yeah, you know, he's not got any pressure on him either. He's just, you know, he's lost his footing on one of them, and you know, he's just shanked 2 punts in a row after the terrible punt.
Corbin will have the ball at the Glasgow 28-yard line. So this is similar to the first half when they had the interception and the fumble recovery down deep in Glasgow territory. At the 28, 1st and 10, this is Corbin's 3rd offensive possession the second half, leading 26. And this is 24 Greer. Tommy, that time, brings it across the 25 to about the 24. Give him 4.
Number 75, Brian Kurtz, in there at that right offensive tackle for the Red Hounds right now, and he had a beautiful block on that particular play that enabled Tommy to get what he got.
Corbin will have it 2nd down and 6, leading the 4th-ranked team in the state in the lit ratings, the 3rd in AA in the AP. Same play, Greer again. Tommy just turns on the speed, crosses the 20 to about the 18, some 6 more yards, close to a first down.
I wish we had a replay of that. Rollins, number 46. It was beautiful. He led Tommy right through there, and he was looking for somebody else to get.
We look across the way to see whether or not, and this is the first measurement we've had tonight. I think last week we had 5 or 6 measurements in the game to go with the many penalties and the many passes that we had. Bill, you said you wish we had a replay. That's a first down. Let's see if we do. Do we have a replay? For Corbin, that is their 8th first down. Okay, we'll replay it in a minute just to emphasize what he talked about a moment ago on that blocking. 1st and 10 for Corbin at the 18-yard line. And this is Rollins across the 15 to about the 14, so 4 more yards. Now, Bill, let's look at that play a moment ago when Greer got the first down.
Okay, this is Danny Rollins, number 46. And I tell you what, if a college coach is watching, looking for somebody that can block in the backfield, because most everybody likes to run. Now watch, he's still.
He pushed him right out of the way and enabled him to get the first down. A 4-yard run by Steve Rollins to the 14. It's 2nd and 6 for Corbin. The first penalty of the game against Corbin, perhaps, as Rollins goes inside the 10 to the 9. What a ball game.
I'm very impressed with the play of the Red Hounds tonight. They're playing with enthusiasm and a lot of pride, and it's typical characteristic of any Red Hound football team.
9:24 to go in the ball game. That will be the first penalty against Corbin tonight, and I think we had illegal procedure there in the backfield, but I don't recall a game in a long while where we've gone through 3 perfect quarters.
It's a beautiful football game.
The 5-yard penalty is stepped off against Corbin, so that'll put the ball up to the 19-yard line, and the Red Hounds now will have it 2nd down and 11 to go for the first down, leading by 20 to 6. Corbin shows us that wishbone look, both ends in tight. Greg Duncombe, your quarterback, number 5. Duncombe to Greer. Greer breaks left and goes to about the 10. That really had everybody going to our right, and Greer broke to the left, countered beautifully.
Well, we've been watching that style of football here in Corbin for about 11 years. That's a Cotton being a protege of Coach Pyers. We see that, where you've got everything strong to the right side and coming back. We used to call it Tater left and Tater right, and this year it's Greg and Rollins, not Greg and Rollins, but Greer and Rollins and Steely left and right.
Corbin got 9 yards on that run by Greer to the 10-yard line. Now the penalty in the middle. Kids get tired. Mistakes start to happen.
Yeah, well, the Red Hounds, they're playing with enthusiasm and emotion, and a lot of our kids are going both ways. As we said earlier, we're going against a team that's basically got 11 seniors on that defensive unit over there. So we're gonna make a mistake or two.
A 5-yard penalty for illegal procedure along that front line. Corbin calls timeout. 8:38 to go. The score: Corbin 20, Glasgow 6. Corbin now back at the 15-yard line, where the Red Hounds will have it 3rd down and 8. As we see Steve Rollins go wide right, Mike Frederick wide left. Behind Duncombe is Danny Rollins and Tommy Greer. From the 15, straight back, Duncombe. Duncombe has time. Now it breaks down. He loses the ball, recovers, but he's all the way back to the 25-yard line.
As Duncombe went down on the ball after he fumbled it, it was the guy that started to put a lick on him, and Roger Rose knocked him 3 yards and leave my quarterback alone.
I didn't see it, but he showed him 54. Now this will be interesting. A sophomore gets a chance at a long field goal.
Well, Bill Storms, and his brother had the good leg. He's got the good leg. This is super. This is super.
42 yards. Let's see if he can do it. From an angle to the left. And it's blocked, and watch out. There's Bailey. This is the hazard. Watch it. They're still battling for it, and Duncombe is taking down the defender that got it at the 38-yard line. That's the gamble you take in a situation like that, of course.
It was a gamble, and, you know, it looked like we had a complete breakdown of blocking in the line there. Either somebody hurdled, went over the top of somebody, but it was just a clean block.
So now, 7:41 to go. Corbin's lead of 20-6 looks a little different because Glasgow gets good field position out at their 38-yard line. Jones to throw. Jones looking. Jones chase. Runs out of the grasp for 2. Throws. It is caught at the Corbin 40. And a penalty marker dropped at the point of contact. So that'll give them 15 more yards. And Bill, in the flicker of an eyelash, just like that, Glasgow's breathing down Corbin's neck.
We have no gag rule here at all. It was a terrible call.
Corbin fans right in front of them protesting the call. I thought the contact was made immediately upon the pass being received, and they went out of bounds, but Frederick and Greer were both there, and it looked to me like they made just super contact. We'll see it again.
Here it is on replay. The contact was made before he ever went out of bounds. I think the official was trying to say that he was out of bounds when the other contact was made.
And see, he's still in bounds, still up, not even down when the contact was made. Now, this is Jones pitching back. Bailey will take a lick. One of them was 88 Pennington, and from the other side, 63 Jewell.
Well, the Red Hounds are going to be a little fired up by that because they're well aware that the fans were, you know, in their support of the call there. Red Hounds are going to bow up right here. You're going to see a tough defense.
Second down and 11 now. The ball at the Corbin 26-yard line. Jones on a screen. Let's see, can Trosper get there? He gets by him at the 20, 15, 10, running across the field. Frederick knocks him down. He goes to the 4. Well, that screenplay worked for 22 yards to the Corbin 4-yard line. And Bill, when the kick was blocked, 7:41. We're a minute 20 seconds later, and they're right at the Corbin 4, first and goal.
But, you know, Corbin's playing with a lot of enthusiasm here. The only thing we did there on that particular play, we just strictly over-pursued.
Glasgow now, first and goal. Second and goal at the 4. The defense was there. Trosper 65, Rose 54. Good sportsmanship by Trosper, helps the player up.
Jewell was also in on that contact. I don't think he got an inch on that particular play.
As they've spotted it, it's closer to the 5 now. He might have lost about a half yard. 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Corbin leading 20-6. Big double-A game here in the state of Kentucky. Well, this may be. I thought the ball hit the ground before the player hit the end zone. And that was the seldom used player in that backfield. I'll try to pick up his number. These are light blue numbers. Was it 25 or 28? Childress, 28?
I believe it was 25, Buford. I believe it was 25.
Okay, 25 gets it down to the 1-yard line. So Glasgow with 5:10 to go. Right here, of course, you hope for a fumble or something like that as a Red Hound fan. But it's a touchdown by Jones on the sneak. So Glasgow, with 5 minutes to go in this game, it took them 2 minutes and 41 seconds to march downfield, 62 yards with that score. It only took them 6 plays. So, Bill, that's how a game can really turn around when you have 2 evenly matched clubs.
Well, you know, it's just, you know, the block field goal. I mean, it's a momentum situation there, and Glasgow took advantage of it.
Glasgow calls time. It's obvious why at this juncture of the game they trailed by 8. Now, what do you go for? Do you go for the point after, which brings you really even with Corbin in a way because you just have to go for 1? I can't conceive of going for 2. If I was the coach, I'd go for 1, then go for 2 to win if the situation arises. But Glasgow calls the timeout, and I would think they're discussing what do we do in this situation. What would you do, Bill?
Well, then they tried to go for the extra point for the 1. They tried to kick it the first time, and they had the bad snap there. That was the one that Greer came up with before the holder did. So, maybe there's some uncertainty with the coaches here. They say, well, we don't have anybody that's going to kick it true, or we don't have our snaps down. So possibly you do go for 2. You've got a little bit more assurance maybe.
They moved the ball off to the hash mark to the left. What does that tell us?
You're stumping me now. I'm not sure.
Unless he's a sidewinder that likes to kick curves. I'm not really sure what it means. Why would you want to go to a hash mark in a situation like this? We'll find out now because the play's about to develop. They're going for the 2 points after. Obviously, if they scored again, they could still go for a 2-point after and tie the game. Here we go. Jones to throw. Jones throws, knocked down by Steely. That puts the pressure on Glasgow there. 2 years ago, they got it in the end zone, and they won. Steely knocks it down, and is that Jewell? Jewell put a little punishment, took a little that time. He's kind of groggy as we have a timeout with 5 minutes to go in the game, and the score, Corbin 20, Glasgow 12. Well, the Corbin Red Hounds are to receive the kickoff now. Corbin on their 4th offensive possession of the second half. And the kick downfield will be taken by Reedy at the 15 to the 20, pointing direction 25-30. Reedy upfield, and Corbin will have good field position at about the 33-yard line. We're at a position right now that the Corbin Red Hounds ball control can be so vitally important. Corbin this second half, in their first possession, they were able to score on just 4 plays. Their second possession, Corbin held the ball for 6 plays and then kicked. Their third offensive possession, Corbin held the ball for 6 more plays before the try for the field goal. Now from their own 33-yard line, the Red Hounds have it 1st and 10. Rollins hard across the 35 up to about the 38-yard line. So the high stepper gets 5 yards, and Corbin will have it 2nd and 5. Right now, your offense can put this game away.
Yeah, I'm watching something here. Jewell's out. Jewell's still, shaking his head a little bit from that collision he had down in the end zone. We've got Ellison, 67. No, we got Campbell.
2nd and 5. Greer. Love the way that he can turn and slide in for that extra yardage.
He's a beautiful runner. It's a joy to watch him.
He gets 7 yards now. And for Corbin, that is their 9th first down. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. And what do we have here? Is that... well, is that Greer? Or all I can tell is a 4 at this point. And it looks like a muscle cramp for a Corbin player. Tonight's game being presented for your enjoyment by the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Corbin. Number 24, Greer. He appears to be all right. Of course, our appreciation to Pepsi, and without them, these 4 years of telecasts would never have become a reality. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Corbin gets the first down at the 45. Greer comes out of the lineup. Replacing him is Sam Jackson. And he's a scooter, and he can go. Rollins, 5. Rollins, 8.
I love to watch him run.
Frederick getting up slowly right now, but this is exactly what Corbin wants to do and has to do to win this ball game. Just continue to move it upfield like this and use up that time.
I like to see the backs run like what we're watching Rollins and Greer run with it, but the main thing is you got to keep both hands on the skin. You got to hold on to it right now.
Rollins got 8. It's 2nd down and 2. This is Sam Jackson. I told you he could. I love it. Across the 40, down to the 37-yard line. He gets 10 yards and gets Corbin's 10th first down.
Boy, he's big for a nose guard, isn't he?
Ooh, that's a story right there. Sam Jackson, 25, really brought this crowd to life with the 10-yard gallop. Corbin now down to the 37 of Glasgow. 3 minutes to go in the game. Greer back in there. Boy, Hayes 44 put a lick on Duncombe that time as Greer maybe got a yard to the 36.
We're looking at 2nd and 9 right here. On that particular play that Greer carried, with just everything just seemed to be stopped up on the right side.
2nd down, 9. The ball at the 36. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Corbin leads by 20-12 over Glasgow. Rollins leaps the line of scrimmage, rolls over the line, and then gets more yardage to about the 29, and that's 7 more yards. I'm so impressed the way Greer is sliding, and then Rollins is rolling.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's going to happen here in a minute. We're going to be watching both of them, and Steely's going to pop one for a big long gainer.
You know what? Lulling to sleep. Let's see if you're right on this one. It could be right here. Corbin will have it 3rd down, a couple to go for the first down at the 29 of Glasgow, less than 2 minutes to go. Well, I don't think he got the first down. He got close into about the 28-yard line, and this is crucial right here. Matter of fact, the officials say it's close enough for a measurement. 1:42 to go. Of course, you still have that other down to pick it up if we don't, but still 1:42. We'd like to just use every bit of that.
Like to use all the time we can here. I really don't care about letting Glasgow get the ball again. I don't care how much time's on the clock, because everybody in this stands knows exactly what happened here 2 years ago.
The chain across. The measurement, well, about a foot short. So here we go. Corbin from the 28-yard line of Glasgow, 4th down and about a foot to go. Southern Cable TV, your eyewitness television, where you can get home box office and as an extra bonus ESPN Sports. And right here on Channel 11, your message, Mr. Merchant, can be displayed along with the time, temperature, and weather. And we're here each Sunday night at 8:30 with the replay. TVS of Corbin. Donnie Stepp, Bill Hoover on the microphone, Dale Johnson on camera, Gene Harless and Jerome Baird are on controls. Now the clock runs. A big 4th down play. Duncombe calls. First down. Duncombe straight ahead. First time tonight, I think, that he's intentionally run the ball. He's been tackled a couple of times in other situations, but Duncombe really wasn't even close, as Rose looks to be shaken up a bit on the play.
I hope it's not an ankle. I hope it's a cramp. I hope it's not.
Roger has had all kinds of difficulty this year, and Bill, I think just the opposite. They're going to the ankle.
That's what they're working on, and he seems to be in a little bit of pain there.
So while they work with Roger Rose, we'll tell you there's 1:20 to go in our replay, and the score: Corbin 20, Glasgow 12. Rose gets up and he lets everybody know that he's still got that red hound spirit all through him, but he's out of the lineup now with that ankle. Corbin has it 1st and 10. The ball at the 25 of Glasgow. Now, less than a minute to go. This is Steely, and this is Steely for 5. Gets it down to the 20-yard line. 50 seconds to go, and if Glasgow has any timeouts, they're going to have to use them here in a minute.
Yeah, that's right. We got, you know, we're going to go home here in a minute. We're going to smile all the way. We've got 40 seconds left to go now.
Remember, Corbin is defeating the 4th-ranked team in the lit ratings, and that's the one really that most people live and die with in high school football. 30 seconds to go. The ball at the 20, 2nd and 5. Rollins for a couple of 3, and now 14 seconds. This may be it. Timeout with 11 seconds to go. I don't think we're really interested in running for a score here, Bill. It looks to me like that all we're interested in is going out there and using that 11 seconds. Look at Coach Adams.
Coach Adams has got so much fire in him right now. He's got that baseball cap off, and he's slinging around. He's still leading the cheers. He knows what's happened here. He knew how important this game was. There's so many variables that this game hinged on, and we've done it.
Sets it up for Danville next week, and that's another biggie.
Oh, big team, big team. Always a rivalry, one of the longest rivalries we've ever had with any school that Corbin's ever played.
We'll be there, of course, with the replay next Sunday night. It will be at Danville. Corbin's schedule, I guess, is as tough as you'll ever see a high school schedule, and it just doesn't let up, as we got the likes of Somerset, Middlesboro, and Danville still to come in this. Oh, look down on that field, you see a lot of that Redhound pride swelling those chests right now. 11 seconds to go. Personally, I'd like to see 6 more.
I'd like to see 6 more.
Now, let's see. Of course, I'm sure the Coach Adams was telling them, protect that ball. That's the ultimate thing. From the 18-yard line. No, we're just going to run it out because Glasgow, I'm a little confused for that because that could be Glasgow's last. Now, if it is, I'm not confused. If that's Glasgow's last time out, as soon as we snap the ball, the game will be over. This will be the last play. It'll be 4th down.
You know, let's see. I think last Saturday, a situation like this, Bear Bryant was doing it to Georgia Tech, and he went for the score. But I think Coach Adams is going to be very happy to just let Duncombe just drop down the ball again.
Okay, my thanks again to Bill Hoover. Appreciate you stopping by and helping me out again as color commentator on our telecast this year. As we wind it down here for the Corbin-Glasgow game, Duncombe with the ball. Duncombe will roll back a couple of strides. And now they have not stopped the clock. The game is over. Corbin wins it by 20-12. It's a big, big game. Corbin coming out victorious over an undefeated Glasgow team. And Bill, that's, well, you couldn't ask for more. I thought perhaps we'd win by 2, but I'll settle for that 1.
Well, you know, I feel like that, you know, this all week, you know, what everybody said about, you know, Glasgow coming and their ranking in the state, and everybody, you know, somewhat apprehensive about Corbin and where they stood in the rankings, even with the powerhouses that they played and the schedule that they've got. Corbin proved something tonight. First of all, they proved something to themselves, and I love it.
Love having you with you.